Good morning. This is Michael from Inspired to Educate, and we're excited to explore Tinkercad.com with you. In general, we love helping students to love learning by making cool stuff. And today we're going to look at our favorite tool for getting students started with building with Tinkercad. So in my background, I get to do really fun stuff by building augmented reality training. And so this is kind of like the Hello World project that I did when I was learning the HoloLens development, putting the Starship Enterprise in my workplace. From there I was pretty much hooked. And actually, if you're curious about that too, go to Walmart or get a Google Cardboard. They're fairly cheap. You can use them with your own cell phone and start building with them, or work your way up. Many people are passionate about building 3D stuff, especially for 3D printers. So this blog here kind of explored a tutorial of taking work that you might have done in Minecraft and 3D printing it. So there are processes for doing that. For game developers, a lot of us use Unity 3D, and sometimes you just can't find an asset that you really get excited about. You can make your own. So we're going to go through some of those basic moves now. So register for a free Tinkercad account, and once you get here, click the Create New Design. Your first order of business is just learning how to move around. So you can zoom in, zoom out, lots of good things here to use here on the left. You can also use the mouse wheel to zoom in, zoom out. You can also use your right mouse button on the grid, and that's very useful for spinning your work around. Or if you just get lost, you can always hit the home button. Let's look on the right. You have a basic shapes panel, which gives you things like cubes, cylinders, spheres. Let's see what else is interesting in here. Text. So all of this is really helpful when you're getting started. So let's get started with resizing things. So if I wanted to make this taller, you see that there's a bunch of these kind of dots here. You can grab onto any of those little dots and click and drag them. That allows you to expand them and size them. If you'll also notice the numbers here, let's say I wanted to make this 25 millimeters. I can just enter in the number there for a more precise measurement. That would be more important if you're building for a 3D printer. Let's say we wanted to move something up and down. There is this little icon here at the top. Looks like a little Christmas tree. Click it and you can move objects up and down. Let's say we wanted to spin something around. There's this little widget here that allows me to do that. You can also spin in this axis as well. Okay, let's go through a scenario that is kind of fun. I think it's very useful. So let's say we have, this scenario where I'm building a snowman, I want to put the nose on. So sometimes it can be awkward to try to maybe get this cone on there. I have to do a bunch of rotation and then posture it there. So another way you can think about this problem is using the W key trick. press W, what this is doing is I'm going to be able to move the whole grid system of Tinkercad, so it's now flat on that point, which then makes it very easy for me to posture my nose. So I love, 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 love the usability of that. So if I need to get out of that, I hit W again, point it at the floor space, and we're back to normal operations. While we're at it, we're going to give a quick shout out to doing simple cutouts. So let's say I want to, I don't know, maybe I'm making a garage in a house or something like that, and I want to cut out a little smidgen of this. So you can take any object that you have and define it as a hole. So I'm going to click here. That's selected. I'm going to make this a hole. I'm going to use the arrow keys and posture that hole so it intersects with the object I want to cut out. Now I'm going to hit Shift, click on the hole, click on your cutout object. Now I'm going to do Control G to merge those objects together, and by doing so it executes that cutout. Very useful trick. So that's a quick tour of Tinkercad's features. There's really so much more. If you go back over to your main menu, click Learn. There is a good number of getting started tutorials if you want to have a more measured way of going through these lessons in a slower pace. You can also go through lessons, and they have tutorials for building Minecraft classes, maybe a chess piece. So these are really great ways to just get started, and encourage you so much to jump in to Tinkercad.com, get yourself a free account, and start making today. You're going to love it. Hope you have a great one. Take care. Bye.